Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. ඔන්න තවත් මගේ සිංගප්පූර් නැෂනල් යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ day in life vlog එකක් මම ඔයගලන්ට අරගෙන එන්නේ. මේක තමයි අද දවසේ outfit එක. final day එක නෙමෙයි වෙලා තිනවා. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Hi, good morning. Ini Mustafa ya? Ya. Ini. Ini. ඒක කොහෙද මගේ? Google Drive එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒක මෙලිට Yeah.
Because I couldn't sleep yesterday until 2 a.m. So, I slept around 2:30. So I
Same,
put the sheet
2:30.
back in this is all. But what?
We were working until 2.
Where?
That is a place, yeah.
Every team was working. Our team was
In front of Starbucks.
how you say how our team was, right? We just killed it. Just kill 10 work.
Really? Yeah, the small one.
Louis, come here. Louis. Your list needs to be changed. No. Louis.
ඔන්න අද අපේ ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකේ ෆයිනල් ඩේ එක. ඉතින් අපි හැමදාම වගේ පොඩි කයියක් දාගෙන මෙතන මේ කැම්පස් එක මැද්දේ රෝඩ් එකෙන් අපේ බස් හෝල්ට් එකට යන ගමන්. ඉතින් මෙතන හරිම ලස්සනයි මේ රෝඩ් එක. ස්පෙෂලි දැන් මේ වගේ හොඳට උදේට ඉර පායලා තියෙනකොට හරිම ෂෝක්. ඉතින් යාළුවොත් මගදී හම්බ වෙනවා. අපි ඉතින් හොඳ කයියක් දාගෙන යුනිවර්සිටි හෝල් කියන ලෙක්චර් හෝල් එකට යන ගමන් මේ ඉන්නේ. අපි මේ හිඳපු හැමදාම වගේ යූස් කළේ NUS එකේ තියෙන ෂටල් බස්සස්. ඉතින් කැම්පස් එක ඇතුලේ හැමතැනටම යන්න බස් තියෙනවා. අපිට කිසිම පේමන්ට් එකක් කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ඒ බස් ඔක්කොම ෆ්‍රී තමා රන් වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් හරිම ලේසි බස් හෝල්ට් වෙනම තියෙනවා. කැම්පස් එක ඇතුලේ ඕනම තැනකට හරිම ලේසියෙන් යන්න පුළුවන්. එයාලගේ වෙනම NUS බස් ෂෙඩියුල් හරි මොකක් හරි එහෙම කියලා වෙනම අපි දාගත්ත ඇප් එකකුත් තියෙනවා. ඒ බසස් එන වෙලාව බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මාරම ලේසි. ඒ වගේම මාරම ෂෝක්. ඉතින් ඒ බසස් කලින් වීඩියෝස් වල ඔයගොල්ලෝ දකින්න ඇති. හරිම නීට්. ගානට වෙලාවට එනවා.
You need to come in officially.
Today? 6 o'clock? Yes.
It's enough for the map that you need. So
Yeah, very, very good question. So basically, in most of the project, especially catalysis, I involve a lot of people in computer science or those people are very good in simulation. Because in catalysis, there's a lot of processes that you need to model the basically catalyst, right? And before we understand the kinetic stacks or thermodynamic stacks, what happens along the way. So I'm an engineer, I'm a material science trained. I create material, I'm very good in creating material, right? My research group basically in and out, they create all sorts of materials, not just plasmonic, I've named here the three, but we also do metal oxide, we also do nanocomposite, all sorts of different kind of material. We are good in it, but we are lacking in understanding how this material basically, or how this material eventually, or the mechanism of it, how it sort of interact with, let's say the air or the water or the reactants. Let's say you're talking about catalysis. So we don't know what the interaction that's going on deep inside and within the nanoscale or atomic scale level. So we require the computer science people or those people who's working on simulation. They can be materials of physicists. It's just that they work in simulation. Thank you very much. Any Q&A or do I need to do that? Maybe last round of Q&A, then I think that's all.
Yeah, we still have some time. Anyone has any questions for Professor Ho?
Yeah, I can go through, there's lots of slides, but I just wanted to capture your attention on some aspects of it. Yeah. But it's an exciting journey. I will say that from PhD, how I evolved, how I changed, and then I came here as an academic, and then I feel like I have the independence to decide what kind of research topic I want to do. That's the exciting part. Most exciting part for me being a professor, to be frank, is to do something that I like, pursue something that I like. And I have a control of my time, of my research topic, of the people, of the resources that I want. Yeah, that is the best thing. Of course, now I have other roles to play because I'm also working for the provost office, and I have admin stuff that I have to fulfill as well. Yeah, but nonetheless, it's very fulfilling. It's probably the best job in the world, I would say. Of course, it comes with stress as well. The stress is tremendous. You all know about the, the tenure thing, right? How many of you are aware? I'm very curious. Oh, not bad. Okay, I'm sure some of you may be aware, but you all didn't raise your hands. But when I started my PhD, I have no idea what's going on. I just kind of wanted to do research. I don't care about the rest. So, but there's such thing called tenure clock, meaning that once you come into the university system, you have about 6 years to make sure that you pass and then get your tenure. And you become associate professor. For assistant, become associate, right? And then from there on, you're tenure all the way, meaning that you are sort of stuck with NUS forever. Good and bad. It's a stable job, yeah. Okay.
Becomes an exiled colony. The Isle of Dogs.
I don't think I can stomach any more of this garbage.
Exactly. Same here. Words out of my mouth. Nobody's giving up around here, and don't you forget it, ever. You're Rex. You're King. You're Duke. You're Boss. I'm Chief. We're a pack of scary, indestructible alpha dogs.
Atari Kobayashi, you heroically hijacked a junior turboprop XJ750 and flew it to the island because of your dog. Darn it! I've got a crush on you.
We get the idea. You were looking for your lost dog spots. Does anybody know him?
Go and have your lunch, do your preparation if necessary, and after that you can have a discussion, how you like to present things, and then just be seated back here by 2:50 p.m. Those 3 p.m. we will have the presentation.
මෙයා වීඩියෝ කරගෙන අපි ගිහිල්ලා අතනින් මෙතනක් ගමු.
දානවා මේවා මේ වොයිස් එක්කව. 안녕하세요. 아니 나이스루 아이게나 Hey, if she comes, give me a call or message.
Not replying.
I called her.
What you say?
No, she's not replying. I also called her.
To get one free offers will be there. So in that case, like if the offers are like $30 or 40, it will be cost will be $30 to $50. So if it 3 shoes means $15 per each.
Then we share.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm into that. Learn from him. He knows how to appreciate girls. Like compliment.
Not other girls.
ඒක දාලා ඉන්නවා දැන් කෙල්ල ඔක්කොම දැක්කම කොහොමද
අපි අතන පොඩ්ඩක්
ඊට පස්සේ අර TikTok කරනවා කියන කමෙන්ට් කරා මේක මගේ ෆීඩ් එකේ එන්න තියෙන හදන්න කොහොමද
මේ වගේ පෝස්ට් එන්න තියෙන හදන්න කොහොමද
ඇති බන්දෙන් කියන
पहले तो दिन भर उनके साथ बैठ के और खा रहे हो
නෑ
මේක නම් කන්නුත්තා
අද මෙන්න මේ හරිය තියන්න පුළුවන්ද
මේ නම් බයන දෙන්නේ මේක සෙකන්ඩ් මෝඩ් සේෆස්ට් කන්ට්‍රි එකේ තිබෙන්නේ
මේක
most successful country
තියෙනවා
ඒ මිස්ටේක් එක දැනෙන්න පුළුවන්
අර එකෙක්ට අතර අවුරුදු ගානකට එකෙක් ගියා හොරකම් කරලා අපේ මගේ How much is this?
This one is good, right? That's very good.
But we are not writing.
No, I need to give one thing to my professor. Can you give me like any suggestions?
Ask her.
He won't write in books.
I want a book. How much is it? Pen.
And this one might be right.
Hey, what is a good color? I want to get one.
I like this one.
I'm getting.
For you?
Yeah, for me. Yeah, I'm getting this one.
$25.
This is like $8.
Yeah. What? How much is it?
$5.90.
Then it's good. It's good.
Did you see the price?
Yeah, $15.
Yeah, are you okay with
Yeah,
that?
fine, like.
That's the member price, right? Okay, 60.
Okay, it's fine.
Ah, it's also nice.
I'm gonna buy this.
Oh, nice.
Not for me,
Very
not
good.
we only 15. How much is this, by the way? $15 only.
So we get this one.
It's a new car.
Depends.
Actually thinking instead of formatting citations, fixing Excel sheets, or rewording enough just to pass turn it in. That wasn't research, that was survival. We called it rigor, but in reality, it was ritual.
What generative AI is replacing is not the research, but the performance of the research. The slow and painful rituals we pretended were the price of the rigor. 80% of PhD work was mechanical. Generative AI just made it obvious. Sorting 200 papers, generative AI can do it in 2.3 seconds.
Congratulations to group 15 and once again. So you already know who you are, the overall winners. But before that, allow me to invite the presenter of the first place award, who is the bronze as well as the brains of this entire operation. And to moderate the session, may I have the pleasure to invite Mr. Iqbal Shah, one of your favorite facilitators and current PhD candidate at the Department of Built Environment. Mr. President, Iqbal, the floor is all yours.
This. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, very exciting session earlier. We heard about AI-related stuff, but currently we actually have the pleasure of President Tan to join us for this session. Maybe some of you through this entire week might be inspired by the research that has been conducted in NUS. Some of you might be inspired to also consider PhD in NUS perhaps in the future. So maybe this is your opportunity to actually ask President Tan some of these questions. So this is a very casual session. Don't be afraid to ask any questions. We encourage you to ask some questions as well. Okay, so but maybe while some of you are actually brewing some of the questions in your mind, I'll start off with a question for President Tan. So maybe it's something relevant to what some of the groups have been presenting, and you saw some of the award winners. So their task was something related to how AI actually affects PhD research itself. So maybe we can see in the rising age of AI and automation, how do you think NUS is actually ensuring that our PhD students not only stay relevant, but also indispensable in this day and age?
Thank you, and good afternoon to all of you. I know this is the last session of the week, and you have pretty much been spending more than 4.5 days listening to talks, visiting labs, also visiting some parts of Singapore. Once again, a very warm welcome to all of you. I perhaps would start by saying that AI would have tremendous impact in whatever we do. be it in teaching and learning, in research, in administration as well. And what we are seeing, at the very least, we are still unsure about how AI would reshape how things, how we do things, and how research would be conducted. But fair to say, from what we have seen so far, right, AI does have tremendous help. The example that I'm going to give you is something that is known to all of you and perhaps has been mentioned, protein folding. For those who are familiar with proteins, those in biological sciences, those in chemistry, protein folding, it's a very complex mathematical calculation, right? So proteins are chains of molecules, right? And because molecules exist in three-dimensional space, so they don't simply sort of interact, but they interact because of their three-dimensional configuration. So that is what this long chain of molecules, right, how they look like in 3 dimensions is something which is extremely important for us to understand how protein works, right? And DeepMind was the company or the startup that actually started with AlphaGo. And if you recall, AlphaGo was done in 2016, almost 10 years ago. But AlphaGo was a major breakthrough in terms of deep learning in AI. What does AlphaGo do? Well, you may be aware that it basically plays Go.
Scholars, change makers, I would just like to ask, how do you remain curious in this time?
Thank you. Good question. I think all of us have to remain curious, especially if you are planning to do a PhD. One of the important ingredients of being a PhD student is to be curious, right? You can be curious about a particular subject, a particular phenomena. That's fine, right? Once you sharpen that curiosity and asking questions, all right, and probing, you would be able to apply that mindset to other problems, other issues. So that curiosity, it's I would say one of the most important thing, for doing the PhD. Your other question, are you also asking about
What would you advise for us?
For?
Especially in time of this, to continue the pursuit for knowledge or for being curious.
If you apply, say, AI, you say, so like, for instance, what I've been saying earlier on, PhD is not about answering questions. It's about looking for the right problem. All right? And you shouldn't be taking AI, at least the AI at this stage, to be factually correct. Right? AI is grammatically correct, right? But it is not factually correct. All right? That's still that reasoning element that they have not been able to build into AI, right? And a lot of the researchers are now paying a lot of attention on the reasoning component. And I would be surprised if within the next couple of years, the next few years, they are able to build in that reasoning into AI. So your question does also beg a related question. All right. If AI can do many of the things that a PhD student can do, then what else should the PhD student do? Like I said, one of the key things is still curiosity. It will be harder for AI to be giving something out of the box. If you look at the training of AI, right, it is probabilistic in nature. Right? What happens often will be regurgitated. Right? So AI would be able to give the answers to questions that have been asked many times before. But if in the whole world nobody has asked that question, AI would not be able to generate an answer. Right? So AI is basically replicating. Sometimes they call it a parrot. All right. So it is useful for things that are known, but less useful for things that are unknown. Right. And reasoning may help, right, in the solution, but still, I think that curiosity part is the part that I think I would encourage all of you to persevere. Right. But at the same time, doesn't mean that you also forget about your problem solving. The problem solving is like basic. You need to understand the problem solving, right? But you need to actually sharpen asking the questions.
I think there was one question.
I have actually many top-notch academics, all right, all over the world, all right, and get them to come back and contribute. Link up with them, get them, and come back to introduce. That's definitely one way. All right, bringing them back regularly. All right, and you may not be able to pay as well, but because it's coming to your home country to contribute, that would help. The second thing that Singapore does very well is actually to groom your own. Right. Send your very best students everywhere to do their PhD, to all the top universities, say top 50 universities around the world. Get them to come back and serve some time at your university. That is also another good way. And most of the time when you do PhDs, you get a scholarship. Right. In NUS, if you're offered a PhD, it comes with a scholarship. Right? You get a stipend, you don't pay fees, right? And you get to do your PhD within 4 to 5 years. Right? So most PhD programs offer scholarships. Right? And these are, I think, two of the techniques that Singapore has been doing pretty well. Even to this day, we still do it. All right. Although we do have the extra benefit that Singapore is a country where the government believes in investing in human resources. Because, like I've said earlier on, Singapore has no resources, only humans. All right, and so the country invests a lot in talents.
Thank you. Okay, so perhaps I'll just ask you one closing question. If you have one advice for aspiring PhD students, future leaders, change makers over here, what would it be?
Come to NUS. I hope we have given you a sense on the excitement in NUS in Singapore. Singapore is actually a very livable place. Yeah, it is hot, I know. But you'll get used to the humidity and the heat. But you'll be warmed by the people around you. We are very cosmopolitan. We have more than 100 nationalities within the university, right? You have many talented graduate students here, which we would like you to come, all right, and add to the vibrancy of NUS, right? If you are happy enough to stay behind and work in Singapore, we most welcome. But, all right, you should also think about going elsewhere and contribute, right? And our PhD scholarships are fairly attractive. In fact, the ministry has just given us another circular to increase the stipends of students. So, we take care of our PhD students. But more importantly, NUS has, I would say, good stature. If you look at the subjects, right, the subjects, how we are ranked, in the latest QS ranking, we were ranked top 20 in 36 subjects. We are top 20 in the world in 36 subjects. So pretty much, I think, you have a fair choice.
Quickly go.
Okay. Oh, and we can call so maybe we can return the next tomorrow.
You can
Will be
bring.
open.
Yeah. Like
ඉතින් මේ වීඩියෝ එක ඔයගොල්ලෝ එන්ජොයි කරා කියලා මම හිතනවා. එහෙනම් මාත් එක්ක මගේ ඊළඟ වීඩියෝ එකත් එක්කත් එකතු වෙන්න. අපි සිංගප්පූරු වල එළියට ගිහිල්ලා කොහොමද shopping කළේ ඒ ඔක්කොම ඊළඟ වීඩියෝ එකේ තියෙනවා. ඉතින් එහෙමනම් ආපහු අපි හම්බ වෙනකල් bye.